Hey guys, this is Sage Wisdom, and I'm here to do a reading for the Virgos. Okay, so this is for all the Virgos, the sun sign, moon, Venus, rising. You know, if you have Virgo in your chart, is some aspects of this reading that may or could apply to you. Okay, so you take what resonates. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you to all those who have subscribed to my channel and liked my video. And if you haven't, please do so now, because I'm trying to grow my channel and I appreciate it very much. All right, so Virgo is an earth sign. It's a mutable sign, okay? So the Virgos like to analyze things, okay? And they like to bring stability to situation. That's the energy of the Virgo. So it's all about details. The details matter to the Virgo, okay? And the number 6 is maybe significant to you, okay? So Virgo's energy is what can be ignored and what must be attended to. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, what do I need to put aside and what do I need to focus on now? So it's like a real analytical, like alert energy, okay? And it's an earth sign, so it's practical, it's in the here and now, it's dealing with the details of a situation, what matters, okay? Yes. But the thing is, it's good to pay attention to the details, is what Spirit is saying. But sometimes, Virgo, in a negative aspect of your quality, you could be too petty or too obsessive with certain things. So sometimes being too detailed keeps you trapped or in that energy of the details and not enough in your creative energy. So they want you to be more explorative in your creative energies and then bring the details in at the end. So let's say hypothetically, if you're writing a book, if you keep editing it, every sentence you write, you're going to edit it until it's like no content. Write the book first. Let your creative expression come out and then go back and polish the book by doing your editing in your detail. Okay, so maybe Virgos probably could make good editors. Okay, so if you know a Virgo friend and you're writing a book, you might want them to edit your book. Okay, all right, so that's the energy right there. So mutable sign, earth sign is where we at. Oh, let me start with my prayer, then we're gonna go into the overall energy, and then we're going to go into my little spread I have right here. Thank you, God, for this opportunity to read for the sun sign of Virgo, looking at all aspects, and for anybody who has Virgo in their chart. I'm calling in my spiritual team, asking for divine assistance. I'm calling in the energy of white light and love for me and the collective, protecting us from any negative energy. And I'm only asking for messages that's in light and love, only messages that's in the highest good for the Virgos. Please help me clearly feel, see, know, and express the message that's coming through from source. Okay, in Jesus' name we pray, amen. See, almost forgot the prayer. That's important. The prayer is important. Okay, all right, so Virgo, in your overall energy, I clarified, I didn't clarify. Part of your overall energy is your card, so you're showing up in your overall energy. So it's like the Virgo, and it says to digest. Okay, so first off, Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and you know, Mercury has to do with you know, it's analyzing. It's like that hermit mode. Like, it makes you reflect on things. It kind of put things back because make you pay attention to the details, is what they're saying. So they're saying it's something in a situation that you're in that needs to be sorted out. It's something in some type of situation that you're in that needs to be sorted out. It's something you have to reorganize in order to bring it back into the game, bring it back into the harvest, is what they're saying. So, yeah, it's something that needs to be resorted. Now, if some of you are dealing with some creative projects, it could just mean maybe focus on the creative aspect of that project first, like I said initially, and then going back and doing the polishing. Because sometimes we get stuck in a rut or in a situation because we keep tweaking or over analyzing or over correcting something that we end up with nothing. You know, it reminds me of this movie. Remember the Charm Ones, the first, you know, showing of the Charm Ones, and it was this episode where, I don't know, some kind of cleaning spell was put on, and they kept cleaning the house, and then they cleaned it so much it actually made the house disappear. So it's like that energy is what I'm feeling with Virgos trying to edit stuff or correct stuff or make sure it's right, like you're going back and double checking yourself, but it's making you second guess yourself, and it's making you almost draw a blank or trying to clear everything out. It doesn't work like that. You have to let your creative energies flow, and then you go back and tweak it with the corrections or the edits, is what they're saying, okay? That's the energy. Ooh, I feel like a Virgo will make a good editor also with video content. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all so perfectionistic. I can't say the word. You're perfectionist, okay? And I think sometimes that holds you back from your creative energies or puts that block on you from your creative energy, is what they're saying, okay? So then you have the conjunction and the Libra. So in order to balance out this need to edit or correct or redo something, you have to have the conjunction or the alliances with Libra. So Libra brings balance. So if you can join your aspects of Virgo, which is like that very detailed orientation, if you can join that with Libra, which is bringing balance to a situation, it improves your overall outlook on the situation. So, you know, Libra's energy is about justice, about balance, about fairness, and it's ruled by Venus. So I feel like a lot of you, this could be in terms, this Libra card tells me that this could be in terms of romance or romantic partnership, okay? Yeah. So if there's some conflict going on in a situation, make sure that everyone is being heard. And in order to bring back a healthy equilibrium to a situation, sometimes the imbalance have to happen in order for you to see the deficit, is what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? It's like it has to happen, but once you recognize that deficit or the imbalance, that's when you know you have to bring it back to center. So it's something that's a little off or imbalanced in your life, and you guys are so focused on the details of the situation, or maybe only seeing it your way, like tunnel vision. You don't have the overall picture, and that's what's making it imbalanced. So your detailed orientation in this situation, specifically if it has something to do with a romantic or personal relationship, is making you lack the vision for the whole thing, and you can't see the beauty in the whole project, the whole situation. You only seeing it how you want it to go or what's not going right, which is a deficit on your end, which is out of balance. So recognize that so you can bring that back to balance, is what they're saying, okay? Yep. Yeah, sometimes things need to erupt to go bad before you can realize that it needs to be brought back to center, is what Spirit is saying, okay? All right, so now going into this energy right here, the situation with you. Okay, so the situation is you guys are gaining some clarity. You're getting clear on a situation that you're in. You're looking at the things that's out of alignment, the things that aren't fully aligning with what you feel like you want in your tunnel vision, or maybe you who's not fully aligning with the situation and looking at it from a broader perspective, okay? So it's like you kind of feel like confused or lost, or you don't understand why it's occurring this way, or why this person don't understand me, or something like that. But the reason you can't understand it is, the question is, do you want to understand it? Because if you want to understand it, you have to zoom your focus out on a particular situation or a particular incident and look at it from a broader perspective, is what they're saying. Because you're focused on what the person's doing wrong or what's wrong in the situation. Let's say it's not a person. Let's say it's a creative project you're working on. You keep focusing on what you don't like, or you re-editing it or trying to correct something that you're not allowing it to flow. So the thing is, once you acknowledge that or gain that type of clarity, that's when you can pull it together and move it forward. Okay, so now it's like you're too hyper focused on everything that's going wrong, so it's making you not able to see the bigger picture or bring balance to the situation. But actually, in retrospect, this is good, because now you the scales are not aligned, because you're looking at the details too much, where it's making things not in alignment. That scale is actually tilted now because of this energy, and now that you can see that, you know what I'm saying, it's brought to your attention. Now you can change things around, adjust accordingly to make it to tilt the scales. Okay, so the energies around you is, if you want to feel that expansion energy or that freedom type energy, where you feeling free and you flowing with your ideas, you flowing with your knowledge, or it's good communication going on between you and a partner, something like that, you gotta like lift the boundaries up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're wrapped too tightly to your ideal of what you want, or the boundaries you set. In this case, in most cases, first off, if you're dealing with another person, like if this is in terms of a relationship, it's good to have boundaries, but if you're wanting to be understood and you want to understand, you have to lift the boundaries a little just to open yourself up to hear and allow yourself to process, okay? And then once you hear it and process it and you decide those boundaries still need to be set, go for it. Set the boundaries again. But the reason why you're limited or you can't understand is because you're wrapped too tightly around the idea or a scenario that you're not giving yourself the freedom to explore your creative ability or explore other options and ways of handling this, okay? So you can change the way you're approaching the situation or the way you feel about the situation just by opening up and being receptive to the people around you or the creative energy that's trying to flow to you is what Spirit is saying. That's the energy around you. Okay, so in hindsight, what they're saying is if you want a transformation, if you want things to change for your favor, you got to go a little bit more with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Allow the flow to come through. You know what I'm saying? Allow the healing to occur. You know what I'm saying? It's good. Like I said, it's good. It's good. Okay. It's good to look at situation, but the thing that you're ignoring is actually the thing that you need to be paying attention to. So it's like you're focused on the wrong thing is what they're saying. That's the energy. And I feel like some of you might be having like digestive problems or indigestion, and that has to do with like the intestinal tracts. Like when you're trying to, they want you, okay, it's symbolic. They want, like when you eat food and it's digested into your body, it's in your digestional tract, like your intestines and stuff, and your body starts to separate the nutrients from the waste. Okay, that's kind of like what they want you to do. Like you get information, like allow the information to come in openly and flow to you. Don't have boundaries set. Like if you have boundaries set before the information came in, it's automatically a blockage and you would starve. Allow the information to come in. Allow yourself to digest it, analyze it, decipher what's needed, what's not, what's waste, and what's good for me. And then once you discover that, take the stuff that's good for you, the nutrients, and dispose of the waste. It's like that type of energy that they're saying. That's how you can like heal better and nourish yourself at the same time. You have to change how you're receiving energy, how you receive people. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's what's gonna help the situation. I'm saying, oh, okay. Now let's testing the situation with you. Let's see. Okay. You got the Sun card and you got the Eight of Cups. So what's testing the situation with you is knowing how to decipher between the two. Knowing how to, once you allow information in, knowing how to determine what's good for me and what do I need to let go of. You know what I'm saying? So the Sun represents the good parts of a situation, and this is what you need to let go of. I feel like you're not allowing the flow of any of it because you're kind of blocked off right now. You know what I'm saying? Like how somebody say how writer's block. It's like you blocked off right now. So allowing and letting go. You know what I'm saying? Let yourself, if you eat a apple, for example, you eat an apple, you know what I'm saying? So you chewing it, you tasting it, you feel it around your mouth, you swallow it, and you feel it's going down, you processing, you know what I'm saying? The nutrients like going into your body, into your stomach, down your intestines, and you have to, chew on it for a while to get the flavor, to understand it, feel the textures. It's like the details that you should be paying attention to, you aren't paying attention to the details that's necessary, but the thing that you feel is wrong, you're hyperly focused on it, and that's where the issue comes in. So they want you to get more in touch with opening up to the idea, like looking at each experience as a new experience and not like labeling it before it even enters your system or enters your mind or enters your sphere. So each person, each situation is different. So approach it with an openness as if it is new. You know what I'm saying? And then that way you're not blocking it from coming to you. It's like you blocking something from coming to you before you actually experience it, based on like boundaries that you set for yourself or something in the past that related to it. You know what I'm saying? If you approach the situation with new eyes and a lighter touch, you'll have more flow and you'll feel more open, and you can get in touch with how you really feel about it. And you know what I'm saying? You can like analyze it and then consult with your spiritual team and like use your intuition to actually feel through it. It's like you need to be more fluid with it. You know what I'm saying? Let it flow through you. Let your body feel it. Let you understand the sensations, process what it means to you, decide if you want it, if you want to keep it, or if you want to throw it away. Is it nutritious to you, or is it wasteful? That might be your title: nutritious or wasteful. Okay, but you can't do that unless you allow it, the energy, conversation, people, situations to come to you and experience it before you start to set boundaries. You can't set boundaries before you know what it really is. You can't assume you know, because every situation is different. You know, you might repeat similar cycles, but every situation is a different situation. Now, how you approach the situation might be similar, which is what you're doing. You're approaching this situation in a similar way, which limits you. Open up to how you're approaching the situation is what Spirit is saying. Okay, so look, yeah, so the whole thing is, if you want to feel creativity, if you want to feel like happiness, or you want to feel like be more like in a Zen space, you got to release your blockages and stop holding on so tightly to your ideas, or stop cutting people or situations off before you truly explored the situation. Okay, so that's the energy. Okay, that's the energy right here. Now, let's look at the outcome based on the current energies, which is subjected to change. Okay, so the energy is they want you guys to kind of just take a breath, relax. You know what I'm saying? Like allow things to come to you, allow people to come to you without you judging the situation. Nurture it. Kind of like, you know, you biting an apple, you move it around your mouth, you sucking the juices out of it, you feeling the textures. It's like you chewing. Let me chew on this for a second. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tell you something, and your normal approach, like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna eat that apple because I don't like the way apple tastes. But this apple is different. It's sweeter. It's crunchier. It's got more juice in it. No, you keep saying no. You cutting off before you even experience it. So that's you refusing to experience the pleasure of that apple, because it could bring you pleasure. So you bite into this apple instead of immediately saying, see, I told you. No, just feel it around, like move it around your mouth. Feel the juices, feel the texture. You know what I'm saying? That way you're not blocking yourself off from a new experience. You know what I'm saying? Something about a new experience. Okay, that's like the energy that I have with you. And it's like weird because it's a short, and that's strangely all I have for you. That's the energy of this reading. But let me get some advice for you, Virgos. Okay, so this is a general reading for the Virgos, for anybody who has Virgo in their chart. But if you feel like this reading resonated with you, let me know by clicking that thumbs up button down here. And if you want to receive regular notifications from me, Sage Wisdom, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it very much. Okay, give me some advice. Give me one advice card for Virgos. Divine Intervention is your card. Let me show you. Divine Intervention. Let me read this card to you, okay? It says, you may feel frustrated because something stalls or comes to a standstill. Progress seems painfully slow. Yet this is a blessing. It's divine intervention at work. When the timing is in perfect harmony, all will come to fruition. So you may feel like things are not, is at a standstill, is at a stall, but things are happening. But again, you got to change how you receive like things coming to you, because I feel like you're blocking off a lot of your blessings. Okay, but just, you know, get centered and allow yourself to explore similar situations, but choose to have a different experience with each situation. Okay, all right, light and love, that's what I have for you, Virgo. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time.